All right. So, who wants to fill Adam in on what happened at Argynvost, which is where you guys currently are at? You guys went there, but on the way there, you guys dropped Esmeralda off in or near the Wizards of Wine Winery.
Near it. We didn't actually go to it.
Near it.
Near it. There's a very distinct difference.
Yeah.
So
We didn't want
We didn't want
them
to.
to see her.
We didn't want to drive the black carriage up, like right to it. Like we're not trying to cause problems.
yeah. And then you went to Argynvost. When you arrived, you saw that half the wing had been brought down by some cataclysmic event, and you went in there. You found one of the Dusk Elves. He let you know that he had escaped from the Vistani camp that was south of Valaki when it was being attacked. So you've got confirmation that Rudolf Anrichten and the saber-toothed tiger that was armored attacked that camp. Missure Spifi healed him up, and then you guys Scooby-Dooed it and decided, let's do upstairs crew, downstairs crew, and you went through. It didn't take long until the effects of Argynvost were brought to bear, and some Phantom Warriors came out and started attacking. In a daring feat of acrobatics, a bunch of people started jumping out of windows, and then you're like, hey, we're here for the holy symbol. We need to get it in order to destroy Strahd. Sir Godfrey, the second in command of Argynvost Legion at Argynvost, parlayed with you in the foyer and said, if you can get Argynvost's skull back to the mausoleum that's at this site, that they will give you the holy symbol of Ravenkind as a reward. And then you find out that Baba Lysaga has it in the ruins of Berez, which is directly to the south of you. Everybody decided that we're going to take a short rest, so you were able to burn hit dice, do whatever. Kojin, you no longer have the curse effects on you or anything like that, so you're good on that. And where we sit after that long rest, it is currently 8 o'clock at night on day 8.
You say long or short rest?
I'm sorry, short rest.
Okay,
Long rest
just
would
clarifying.
Yeah, long rest would take more. It's up to you guys what you want to do.
Well, I'm gonna double check and make through. I definitely didn't take that short rest, so I'm gonna take it. Yeah, I'll roll one hit die. Why does it never actually roll that? Why might it make me select the number if you don't roll it? That might actually, judging by the button I have here, that might be beyond roll or beyond 20 interfering with me.
I didn't see anything pop up in the chat.
There we go.
Oh yeah, now I did.
I just have to use their button.
Sorry, that was 12-year-old me.
But that 3 gets you back to full, though. That's nice.
It does. It's exactly what I needed, so I don't care.
So it's not even wasted. Like you're just like, I'm good.
Yeah, all I needed was a 2 or higher. That's why I was thinking at the beginning, do I use it, don't I? But yeah, I'm about to do some more damage to myself, so sure. Because I do have to redo the right if I do that. Ooh, maybe I should have taken that 3. No, I wanted my powers back. I wanted my mist. A possible extra 3 damage is enough to justify having my mist back. Screw that, I'll get that out of the way. I'm doing it right now after the rest. Obviously, I'm going to continue with the right of the... and I'm going to glow my whip.
And your whip has a glow up.
More importantly, do that part. Oh, neat! 1 damage.
It's good stuff.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That excites me.
Alright, so it'll take you approximately 1 hour on foot to reach the ruins of Berez. Is everybody else good? What's Jabber doing? What's Dan Jackules doing?
Following in tow.
Yeah.
We were going to head down the mountains, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We're going to go down.
I'm just suggesting we don't even take the road, the dotted path, which actually head directly towards target.
How does everybody else feel about that?
Here, I'm going to draw the path I'm talking about, right? In green. This is the path I'm talking about taking, and then directly down towards it. So following along that level side and then we're just going to take 1 climb down.
You definitely can do it. You got a ranger in your party who's also a gloomstalker, so that's good.
Yeah, that sounds...
And so beat and brush is not going to be an issue for you guys, as you are...
So we don't have the carriage anyway.
Yeah, as you are going, this is the type of thing that you see. The trail hugs the river for several miles. The dirt and grass soon turns into a marsh, and the trail dissolves into spongy earth, pockmarked with stands of tall reeds and pools of stagnant water. A thick shroud of fog covers all. Scattered throughout the marsh are old peasant cottages, their walls covered with black mildew. Their roofs mostly caved in. These decrepit dwellings seem to hunker down into the mire, as though they had been long since given up on escaping the thick mud. Everywhere you look, black clouds of flies dart about, hungry for blood. The fog is much thinner on the far side of the river, where a light flashes amid a dark ring of standing stones. Hold on just a second. I will try to bring you guys over onto that map. Now they say each one of these squares is like 50 feet.
100. Jeez.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of like these big maps. You can get more. You know what I mean? But I kind of don't in some singular ways. Like, if you're playing like a monk or something, you got that little, or a barbarian, you got that little bit of extra speed, you know? These big maps have a tendency to sort of make that a little meaningless.
100% agree with you.
Other than that, I really like them, because then you get these huge maps without having to have like these massive sizes.
Yes. You are getting the flashing from around this area. Let me get a perception check from everybody. Probably would have behooved me not to close my book. Anybody get over 18?
Yeah.
I didn't even get over an 8.
I haven't rolled. That's persuasion, not perception. Whatever, the result wouldn't have been much different. An 8 instead of a 5.
Jabber. It looks like a hooded figure across the river that is holding a lantern, and it looks like they are working the window up and down to kind of like send a signal to you. And then you also see the hut right there.
How fast is the river moving? And how deep is it?
We'll say it's not moving that fast, and it's probably about 10 feet deep at its deepest area.
So like 6 of you.
Hey, watch it now, mister!
I mean, if you want to go down the river, I'll go with you. I can do my creature of the night thing.
I mean, there is somebody over there signaling us, so...
What?
Yeah, there's somebody over there, like a hooded, cloaked figure with a lantern. And he's, trying to signal us, like, hey, I don't know exactly what signals mean, but...
Sorry, is that B flat?
What,
Between
does he
A and
start?
I? Wait, what? There's somebody's looking at us?
He's flashing light at us.
Is it Morse code?
As
would that be
everybody's
flashing-
looking in there,
Flashing out what at us?
They do see now that the light has a steady pattern to it, but no distinguishable codes or ciphers that you've seen so far. It does seem to be too deliberate to be fireflies or will-o-wisp or anything like that.
Is there any way I can like try to interpret it with like, general education, history, arcana kind of thing?
Yeah, what are you trying to use?
I'm just thinking like it depending on if you interpret it the same way history is sort of like general education. Like how much you've learned over time, your capacity to learn, figure things out.
So like an intelligence check?
Or investigation, yeah, like an intelligence check.
Okay.
Or survival?
Yeah.
What about survival?
Give me an intelligence check, give me a survival check.
Okay.
Those
How about a
will work.
16 on survival?
16 on survival. It definitely looks like it's a hail. Like you've seen that type of thing from ships passing before when they want to get each other's attention, and there's too much of a distance for face-to-face or voice communication where you don't want to yell.
Intelligence or like investigation or just straight intelligence?
If you want to do investigation over
super do.
intelligence,
Hell yeah. I am the proficient in it. I would like that very much. Standard. This isn't about undead. 18.
they are definitely trying to get your attention.
That's pretty good. Okay.
It is very deliberate. There's no doubts about it. And as you're looking, even through the fog, you're able to catch kind of glimpses that are cut away by the river, dispersing the fog. It looks like a very tall, lanky humanoid.
I have figured it out. As I slap, we'll say, Spiffy is right next to him, smack him in the chest like, I got it.
A
They're
minor
trying to
with
signal
leap.
us.
Oh, what the? What? Dude, come on. Come on, I'm trying to make a ballad here. I can't do that with you smacking. Wait, somebody's. Oh, I see him now.
Well,
Are we gonna go see what they want?
that seems incredibly dangerous.
You think it's a trap?
I gotta get over that river.
Of course, it's a trap.
Oh, he's on the other side of the river?
On the
Yeah.
other side of the river.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm just gonna walk. He said the current wasn't too bad.
Are you gonna walk on water?
I want to walk on the surface of it. I'm gonna walk under it. I don't breathe.
Okay.
Like I said, I could do my creature of the night thing if that's what you guys are looking for. Like, me and Jabber can go right up ahead or something. As I thought he was gonna start trying to do some Navy SEAL shit, so I'm like, hell yeah, dude. I'm already putting my paint
Yeah,
on.
let's do it.
I'll like low skim, fly over there, if need be.
I think, no offense.
I can
although
stay
I
over
like the
here.
things, and I think they are majestic. That might draw too much attention.
No, I said if things get bad, I'll stay over here though.
Oh, okay. You said
Hey,
jumping.
hey,
That is me.
question for you.
Duh.
If you're gonna walk underwater, can I tie a rope to you and just, float along the top and keep an eye out?
Nah, I don't see why not.
Sweet! Let's do it!
Jabber's a fucking bobber.
So Adrian and Jabber are doing the hunt for Red October. As you go
He's
through,
my periscope.
He's your fucking periscope. How is it up there?
God, I wish I was like at least one level, like a few levels of wizard at this point, just so I could literally try to see through his eyes.
Jabber, because you're familiar. You make it through. It looks like a female human, and she shuts the lantern. She says, "You need to be careful around here. I'm glad I caught your attention when I did. My name's Murial. This is not a safe place."
Hello, Muriel. I'm Adrain, and I know you're here in the task. And at this point, I kind of want to like eye her up and down, insight style. Like, what she got on her? You looking for signs of like, is this the enemy carrying something I find suspicious?
Give me an insight check. You're looking her up and down. She's got a lot of bits and baubles kind of like hanging off of some loose ramshackle clothing. It looks kind of like a poncho.
A respectable 13.
Respectable 13. It looks basically like she works at one of those restaurants that pride themselves on how many pieces of flair you can have on your uniform.
Fuck
It's
you
like
and your flair.
everything. Smooth pebbles, safety pins,
sorry.
every little thing. You swear at one point you even see like a silver thimble, attached there. She seems to be kind of hunched over, looking around.
As much as I'm not personally comforted by it, I am comforted by the thought that she's carrying silver. Not necessarily something I'm used to seeing, quote-unquote, the enemy carry, so that makes me feel a bit at ease, and I lower my guard a bit, put my whip back in my holster. It's still glowing. I don't have to hold it.
Gotcha.
I'm just gonna stand there leaning up against my hoop pack, just eyeing her.
So, what brings you to this location?
I seek... Oh, I'm trying to remember the exact name. What was the name of the dragon again? I know it's...
Argynvost?
Argynvost, thank you.
Yeah,
We seek the skull of Argyn.
It is with Baba Lysaga.
That's why we have come, to take the witch mother. Bargain with her, hopefully.
That should prove to be interesting.
No, I know. I'm quite familiar, at least with the stories he told.
Then you're also familiar with the fact that this place is haunted.
I kind of smile a bit. Yeah, it definitely is now, yes.
We're no stranger to haunted places.
Well, you'd have to be staying here. Although your garb tells me you're not from around here. And she kind of cocks her head to the side and looks at you.
If it makes a difference, my garb definitely says I come from.
It does. To include that nice coat that you have.
Yeah. Oh, it's real nice.
This entire place is cursed. You can tell that she's trying to see if you guys are good or bad. She's not trying to let stuff out. So she starts out with, "Don't trust the scarecrows. They work for Baba Lysaga."
So yeah, so we can tell she's trying to feel this out.
Yeah, it's obvious that she wants to say something, and then she's like, "I probably shouldn't," and she's looking. She's nervous. She's got nervous energy.
All right, now, time for someone's much better persuasion. Would definitely be a good thing to have here, but that's not me. So,
You could. I did say I'm a fly away.
Well, I know, but I'm also thinking about it because my character is the kind of guy who would think I can handle this myself.
I've got a
But-
+0 for
Yeah,
persuasion.
I'm at a -1. As you might notice, I'm not easy to get along with. She says, if you would wait momentarily, I will wait with you. Or, if my small friend would like to wait with you, I will go and communicate to the others that they should come here.
I have no problem waiting with the kind lady. She's easily letting us know that, the area is, dangerous and wanting to look out for our well-being. So, I'll wait with her.
And I pull out the whip from the side of my belt, and I'm just gonna drop it to Jabber. Now, mind you, as soon as he grabs it, it does not glow, if he's in possession of it.
I'm just going to leave it at my feet.
Please watch over that for me. I
Oh,
will
I
leave
will.
my weapon here, and I will go get my friends. Trust me, they are far less scary than I am.
As you start heading back that way, Jabber, she looks to you and says, "Look, in the village." And she starts pointing stuff out. And with her help, you see humanoid figures, arms outstretched, head hanging limply. And then as Adrian starts to walk across and then walk up, you see their heads slowly turn and they follow him as they're walking. She goes,
Those
"See?
things possessed?
No, I told you. It's the scarecrows. They work for Baba Lysaga. This is the reason why I don't go anywhere near them."
Do they attack or anything?
Yes, they've killed many of my friends.
Ooh, they're really bad juju then, aren't they?
It is. Looking for an opportunity to retrieve something that was lost from the Martikov family. There's a gem inside of the hut that will help them regrow their winery. I was sent to
What's it look
retrieve
like?
it.
What's it look like?
She starts describing a gem that looks almost exactly like the one you guys got from the Druid's ritual at Yester Hill that they had you go get. So she's describing one of the gems that the winery needs in order to operate.
Not very big, is it?
It's not, but it has enough magic. It's enough to make that tree alive. It's at this point, if everybody else wants to come over, everybody else rejoins the conversation.
Yeah, I just show up to them, water coming down as I just walk up, look everyone up and down. Come. And then I'd turn around and walk back into the room.
I mean, if Adrian says it, just go.
I'm not a people person.
I know, that's why it's like, well, Adrian wants us to actually go somewhere with him. Like, let's do this.
So everybody makes it back over to there. Yep. After she pointed it out, you guys saw the thing.
Ugh, what in the fucking Dr. Ichabod Crane is that?
Right?
That's Scarecrow from Batman on drugs.
She does let you know that the scarecrows in this area are under the control of Baba Lysaga, and after the pleasantries are exchanged, she says that she is on a mission from the winery to retrieve one of the gems that is currently in her hut. She hasn't got a chance yet. She figured if she was going to have a chance, now would be the time.
She needs a distraction
I can reach
for the
it.
Scarecrow.
What's everybody else doing?
I'm just a bit confused why we're helping her.
I have brought you to talk. And then look over at Spiffy. Do it.
What's going on with this gem? You need the gem to run what exactly?
My feathered friend, you do not understand how dangerous it is for you. Members of our order do not survive missions here. She's got a vendetta against ravens. I'm pretty sure it will extend to you as well.
We'll need to ask, what was your plan? You're just standing here.
Well, I was sitting here and I was thinking, damn, I wish I had more people. But it's just me, and then I saw you traipsing here when it was getting dark and used the lantern and you came over here, and now I'm trying to figure out what we need to do.
Very convenient.
For me, yes. But if our goals are mutually aligned, I don't see why we both couldn't benefit.
We have not determined our goals are mutually aligned.
We don't even know. Did you guys tell her why we're here?
I did.
Any insight on it?
She told us nothing we didn't know.
I was gonna say, all we know is that she cares about our lives. That we're alive.
And I kind of pull back and realize I was just a dick. Like, okay. My bad.
What's this organization you speak of?
What's the what?
The
Organization you speaking?
She was speaking to
Mr. Spifi.
Ravens, right?
Missure Spifi knows he has feathers. It's an organization of people who have feathers. I don't need to spell it out. If you do not know and these words fall on deaf ears, then it's okay. It was just a
I
misunderstanding.
was trying to clarify who you spoke of.
I'll be right back. I'm going to, for the most part, I'm just going to keep in the background and kind of actually keep my head down in shame. I feel kind of bad about being so rude at this point.
What? You don't want your whip? I guess I'll just leave it right here beside me then.
The winery needs the gem that is inside of Baba Lysaga's hut, which she used to animate it. If I could take it back, the winery gets more wine, which helps out the people of this land. And it also means that her hut cannot walk around and cause chaos. Not that she needs it, she still has that skull she flies around in. But it seems that you are here to take care of that.
What do you know of it, of the skull,
The
other than that she rides it around?
Well, it is about the size of a adult dragon. It is rumored to have come from Argynvost over 400 years ago, when Argynvost protected these lands. He was killed defending against Strahd and his army, and
Did she kill Argynvost?
I think Strahd killed him and then took his bones as a trophy. It made the paladins of the Morning Lord at Argynvost hold very angry, and their restless corpses roam those halls seeking justice and retribution. I believe their leader's name is Vladimir. She was talking about an organization, and then she was inferring that she thought that you were part of it because of your mannerisms, Missure Spifi.
I pray to you. Pray tell to you, milady. I am not a part of this Raven organization. Although I do have feathers, I am not a part of them at all. I'm actually a part of... I'll hold up my crest. I can't remember what it is. Oh, the Lords? Is that what it is? The Lord something? Lord's Alliance?
The Lord's Alliance, hell yeah.
Yeah, I hold up my Lord's Alliance and say, I am a part of the Lord's Alliance. You have nothing to fear with me.
We've worked with their members. We've worked with their members in the past when they've found themselves trapped here in Barovia. Sadly, not a lot of them make it. They seem to rush off to their doom.
As I've seen many of my kind perish as well, doing the same. Hopefully that is not our case.
Well, hopefully not. If we do this intelligently, we might be able to get what we both need and then get out of here. I've been spying from the edge of this bank for about a day. I can tell you that the scarecrows are constructs of some kind, and the hut seems to have settled. I also hear screaming, and she goes, the large house over there, and then she kind of gestures over to where that pen's at. She's like, I hear screaming at odd hours. It sounds like children, but they don't say any words. Every time I try to make my way over there, the scarecrows start moving towards me, and I get overwhelmed and I have to fly away.
Oh, guys, what do you say?
She says that she's willing to try to draw the scarecrows away, but she's not going to fly anywhere near that hut. Too many of her order have died.
And she'll do that if we get the gem for her and we take the skull back to I forget how to say her name.
Argynvost.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, she says that she'll go around and try to draw up the scarecrows for you, so that way you'll have an easier approach to the hut. But she's not getting within 100 feet of that hut, because she's seen what it does, and it picks up large chunks of rock out of the earth, and it hurls it at her kind. And even with their resistances, it's still a lot to have to contend with. What's everybody thinking?
Oh, we need that. She's willing to help draw off the scarecrow.
I'm thinking greater invisibility, and if we can get a distraction in a different direction, I can come in. Even though I'm invisible, I still feel like it'd be worthwhile to have that Like they're not looking in my direction at all, type thing.
Yeah, Muriel says that she'll provide a distraction to draw the scarecrows away. She's just not
We
going to
can
put
get-
her life on the line for nothing.
Yeah, and then if we can, well, where is the? We can see the skull, but we can't see. We don't know where the gem is.
She says that the gem is probably inside of her hut somewhere because that's what animated her hut. And then the skull of Argynvost told the last time she saw it was right next to the hut. Baba Lysaga flies around in it.
What's the likelihood? What's the likelihood that we're actually gonna get this stuff unnoticed?
Is
Probably zero.
Zero.
So I'm guessing we have to go in unannounced and talk. I figure diplomatically, or because there's no surprising her, there's no stealing from her. We need to go announced so we don't get obliterated. That's just my thought. What our intentions are. Maybe we can talk through it or something. I think sneaking is the wrong approach because she's gonna know we're coming.
Muriel pipes up. I have heard that other people have seen her and struck bargains with her, so people do leave this area alive.
I agree with Dan,
Unless
because
you
I
get-
can't sneak
Unless
anywhere.
you guys think you can get in there and find a gem but you don't know where it's at and lift a huge skull unnoticed and get out of there. Unlike
well, the huge skull is parked outside, right next to it. That's what you said, correct?
allegedly.
Allegedly, yes. Allegedly, it's right next to it. If it is potentially next to it, that means she doesn't have direct eyes on it. Thus, if you had the scarecrows being pulled away, and then the skull flying off somehow.
Well, ask yourself the question, how is she flying on it? She's probably got a magic tether, right?
She is very powerful. She has been here a very long time.
So I have to imagine if you try and walk off with it, it's gonna probably fly back to the owner. Is my guess.
And now Buckle can take it. We can't steal it.
No.
She's more terrifying than you realize. We can't take it from her cold dead body, and that is my suggestion.
Hold up, hold on a second. I'm so sorry, but I mean, if Strahd couldn't even kill her, like I'm just saying, if a dragon couldn't kill her. No offense, Adrian, I think you're amazing. I love your
Strahd
whip,
Never
but I
wanted
don't
to
think
kill
you
her.
could do it.
Strahd never wanted to kill her. Strahd reveals her and wants to take that from him.
Do you have any
Barovia is with daddy issues, anybody?
Do we know anything? I mean,
Well, what are you trying to do? Maybe Muriel knows something.
is there anything that, does she have any weakness?
She has existed in this valley for over 400 years. Nobody has killed her yet. She flies around in the hollowed out skull of an adult silver dragon, and her hut is able to move under its own power and chuck huge rocks. She has killed countless wereravens and regular ravens. Pretty much anything that has feathers and flies, she's got a vendetta against.
Oh,
We can
maybe
offer their
Mr. Spifi
Spifi.
should go in there, invisible.
You see her chuckle a little bit, and then she looks and she's like, I'm sorry I even laughed at that. That's a horrible idea. Why would you like to see your friend die in a brutal manner? She'd bathe in his blood.
See? So she won't even bargain with him. We should kill him.
We have to have that skull to do what we want to do, so.
Adrian, you're making me molt right now. It's not cool.
You said molt or wet?
Molt.
Okay.
I'm a bird. I'm molt.
The wet's always implied.
Yeah.
The only thing that I know that Baba Lysaga even has a soft spot for is Strahd von Zarovich.
What if we had his son?
Hey,
Well, that's impossible. Strahd von Zarovich does not have any children. It was rumored in this very village that something like that was possible, but then look what it is now. He caused the river to go and cascade across, wiping it off the map.
an
I
act that
lean-
we
I
should
lean
take
into-
vengeance
I-
for.
I lean into Adrian just so he can hear it, and I'm like, offer me up. I'll offer you up, bitch.
This is bad. If you skirt that close line again, it will feed my hunger.
If it was a cartoon, I would drop an egg right now. Fuck it. We'll go Teen Titans Go-ish, where it just automatically changes to a cartoon, and I lay an egg.
There you go.
Shit out an egg. Oh boy.
Understandable. Still friends.
As
Still
you're
friends.
as you're talking and looking across, you start to see like lights inside of the hut starting to be like lit and like moved around. It's obvious somebody's in there.
And that's in the hut.
Yep, in the hut.
You're right, I don't think we can sneak up. But I do think we can divert the attention. Missure Spifi had a good idea.
I'm sorry. See, I didn't quite hear that. Can you say that one more time?
No, and never again.
Brain.
Bird brain moment. My bad.
I do think a distraction is in order.
So 2 distractions?
A single. More importantly, it seems she has many different weapons. I suggest we find a way to take them out individually. No need to fight their forces yourself all at once. If you decide you want to communicate, I will be behind you, but I promise you, I will not be denied my vengeance.
But the hut moves itself, you said? Is it like on its own legs?
I've seen the hut pick itself up out from this damp earth and walk around on the legs of chickens.
On the legs of chicken.
Imagine if I put a barrel over your torso and then I told you to go over there. That's exactly how it would look.
So I had this dream that I was in this big jungle and there was these ATSTs. That's what they were called. They were going through and we used ropes and tripped it.
I think I've heard of this. It is called the Ballad of the War of Stars.
Yes! That is it. I thought it was only me.
Are you talking about the noble Enderer encounters?
Yes.
The chronicles written by Sir George of Lucas.
Yes. Absolutely.
The Hair Bearers, I believe, were in it as well. Is that,
unfortunately,
if I'm remembering correctly?
Unfortunately, nobody really knows. The documents were destroyed by Sir Walter Disney. What the fuck did we just do?
I love you guys.
It's just sprinkling fandoms.
If that were possible, I mean, are the chicken legs the thing that throws the stones and kills the people as well?
You know, I've never really been close enough to figure that out. I just see stones flying through the air, and then it hit my friend, and then the hut went over and crushed him with the chicken feet. It would not be a far stretch of the imagination. I flew over it just this morning. There are many, many avian skulls that adorn that tree, like macabre wind chimes.
Missure Spiffy, you might want to sit this one out.
Is any? Oh, I didn't take polymorph. I literally thought about taking polymorph. That would have been a good thing. I don't know. That greater invisibility is sounding pretty good.
I gave my plan.
I mean, with invisibility, you can just be invisible for an hour as long as you're concentrating.
Yeah, I mean, I could be backup to whoever is going to talk.
We were going to kill. Are we going to talk? Because aren't you the talker?
I mean, Adrian said that he just wants to kill her. But...
Oh yeah, I said I would talk, but I won't be denied my vengeance.
So why don't you just try to talk, and then if you can't talk it out, then exact your vengeance, and I'll be right there, and I'll have your back.
Fine.
Sounds good.
But Alex, where did old Uncle say the next place I could possibly meet him was? / talk to him?
At that pool in Kresik, the one that is north, that is right by the Abbey.
And I promise I will follow the plan. I promise I will let you talk. I will not be hostile. I will not be aggressive. I won't attack. But after this, you must promise me to do a favor. No questions asked.
Was that at me?
I'm confused.
That was at everybody. So I think our plan is to go to try to talk to him. That was what I know. Ford wanted to go talk to him, right? Jackals wants to go talk to him.
Yeah. I was just suggesting that there's not going to be any surprising here.
No, I think we
Yeah,
kind of all agree there's not going to be any sneaking up and surprising.
Yeah, no, I just want to be invisible because I'm a feathered person, and she obviously has a vengeance for feathered people. So
And
I'll
I would
just go
be
greater
ready because I can't
invisibility.
promise she won't see you, right?
Well, that's fine too. She might be able to see me, but at the same time, I'm just trying to.
I even inform you, like, no, her magics are older than I am.
Well, just because she can see me doesn't mean that the scarecrows can see me and all that, which would be fine if she sees me, but everything else doesn't.
Muriel said that she'll take care of the scarecrows. Basically, like, she will do the get the scarecrows out of there for you guys.
Yeah. because they're going to go for him.
Yeah.
And so that's the good distraction. The distraction is a good plan. I think we all agreed that's a good idea.
Yes.
I think the only thing we're arguing right now is, do we just go in and kick this bitch's ass, or do we try to talk?
Well, last we knew, she was Strahd's caretaker, correct?
Correct.
But do we know a lot has changed? We don't know if she feels the same way, or possibly maybe she feels Strahd's lost his way.
I'm going to go ahead and disavow that as Adrian immediately. Strahd cares deeply for, which to me means so does she. He is not one to pine unreciprocated. Then again, maybe he is. I don't know. But I think the relationship is still strong.
Well, if it's that strong, why is she sitting out here in this field
And
sitting in the castle with him?
exactly. If she really wanted to take over or do anything like that, with how old she is and everything, don't you think that she could just do that?
No, I think you underestimate Strahd if you think that.
I feel like she's vanished.
I do not feel so. That is not my impression.
Well,
So you don't think she wants vengeance?
No, I think if you bring up vengeance against Strahd, she might try to kill us. So bring it up.
so he won't.
What's Jabber think about all this stuff, Chris?
Chapter thinks he's gonna follow along with everything. But one thing he wants to attempt to do is get a hold of that gem.
Gotcha. Greater invisibility lasts for, I believe, a minute.
Also, just a game here. Played a lot of sports. You don't gotta sneak up to steal the ball. You feel me? Always gotta steal the base.
Oh yeah.
We can just
it's up to
tackle
1
a
minute.
bitch and
You're right.
run.
Well, I was okay. So I was also thinking about I could look for if she can't see me. If she can't see me, I could at least try to look for that gem.
Spifi, trust you.
I say we go. We try to talk, and if it doesn't work, which it probably won't, then we try to kill. And hopefully that does.
All right. So the feather person will lead the way.
Actually,
And I thought she was I thought she was going to go off to like, distract them somewhere else. I don't think she's going to be with us.
Take care of scarecrows.
She will be a resource. She will get the scarecrows out of the map for you guys. That'll be her
Basically,
contribution.
from my understanding, we're basically using her as a Zelda dud. We did the thing
Yep.
where we removed the scarecrows from the equation.
Yep.
Exactly.
And in return,
Alright.
she's like, if you get me that gem, we're even.
But I promise if we can't give you the gem, the debt will be repaid.
Well, you know where to find me at the winery.
When you get there, make sure you seek out somebody named Esmeralda. Make sure she's still there. Tell her I send my regards.
Ooh.
Make a noise like that again, then I'll have to send another messenger.
You hear an audible gulp.
Alright, I say let's do it.
Alright. She shifts into a hybrid form of a wereraven and she starts flying low through the area. She hits over this area, the large area over here, and starts to bank. And you see all the
That
scarecrows
was sexy. Did you see that tail?
turning and looking and start to meander their way through. And she starts to play peekaboo in and amongst the ruins for a little bit until all the scarecrows are around her and then leave. You do notice that during this time frame, the hut does seem to have a little bit of activity. But should you want to, you're within 120 to 200 feet of the hut with no worries whatsoever. As you're walking through the mucky, marshy fields, this place has just been left to its own rot and ruin.
Look, excuse me real fast. I know there's a lot of, ruin and death all around us, but oh my god, seriously, did you see her tail when she flew? Oh my god, that was so...
Look, I'm not going
Esmeralda,
to
right?
lie.
That was her name?
I'm not going to lie. Lycanthropes are the scum of the world, but that transformations are always kind of majestic.
If I may, I'd like to kind of keep cover around this corner here at about 120 feet.
Alright.
I'm not
I'm
going to lie. I should probably be the first to say something if you really want me to.
So I'm kind of curious about something.
What's up?
Damien,
Yeah.
are you going to say, my name is Adrian, you know my father? prepare to die.
Oh, I really want to now.
It's kind of like a wasted opportunity if you don't.
Listen, if it's for Strahd's best interest, it's against ours. That's all we know.
Just generally.
I think you should make that entrance. That would be awesome.
I super want to, but I don't think that was your plan.
No,
Here's
yeah.
what I can do. Everybody sees where we're at now.
Yeah. What is this thing?
You are not necessarily that close, but the hut kind of looks like the token at the bottom, and then in there you can hear the humming of an old woman as it sounds like she's going about some sort of routine. And in these two cages are a bunch of ravens. Someone has built a ramshackle wooden hut on the stumps of what was once an enormous tree. The rotting roots at the stump thrust up from the mire like the legs of a gigantic spider. An open doorway is visible on one side of the hut, beneath which floats an upside-down, hollowed-out skull of a dragon. Flanking the hut's doorway are two iron cages that dangle like hideous ornaments from the eaves. Scores of ravens are trapped in each one. They squawk and flutter their wings excitedly at the sight of you. Missure Spifi speaks bird, and they are screaming, "Help me." As you look up and you see probably dozens upon dozens of avian skulls adorning this entire thing.
We seek an audience.
Who is it?
Adrain.
You see her come out. My eyesight isn't so good. Perhaps you do a old woman a kindness and come closer so that way I might see you.
I just grumble to myself, lies. Tongue of the devil.
I start going towards the aviary area where the birds are.
Alright, which invisibility did you use?
This is just the regular invisibility.
Okay.
So that way I could save the greater invisibility if I need it later.
Gotcha, and it lasts for an hour and not a minute.
Yes, correct.
Cool. I'm just making sure for my own mind.
I'm gonna
You're good.
look back at Jackals and act and like kind of be like, "You better cover my ass," kind of look, and then I will step forward.
Roll me a d6.
I sure will.
Let me know what you got.
4.
Strahd, my boy. I can't believe it's you. You've come to visit me after all this time. Oh, come. Let me fix you something to drink. I'll tell you the stories that you like to hear. And she starts ushering her way back in.
Still very concerned. Look back at everyone else.
Don't go in the house.
Gonna give you a big thumbs up.
You
Shake
got
my
this,
head.
buddy.
I am Von Zadovich.
Oh, actually, yes. On my way out, I'm like, "You got this, Adrian. Keep your shit together." Bardic of Inspiration.
Alright, you got that bardic inspiration.
Is that currently a D6?
Man,
That's a
I think you guys are
D8.
D8s or even possibly
D8,
D10s
sir.
by now.
What was that,
Oh
Jabber?
wait, yeah, I don't know. Actually, yeah, let me check.
you want me to come with you?
Stay outside the door. Right! Outside the door.
You need my little friend handy? Gotcha.
Adrian, as you're able to climb up, the hut is about 15 feet on a side and packed with old furniture, including a wooden cot, a wicker cabinet, a slender wardrobe, and a wooden table, a stool, and a barrel-topped wooden chest reinforced with brass bands, and an iron tub stained with blood. And in the middle of the room is a ghastly wooden crib with a small angelic child sitting in it. For all the furnishings except for the crib are bolted to the floor. Beneath the crib, a green light steeps up from between the cracks of the rotting floorboard. Strahd, it's been so long. I knew you'd come around.
I am not.
She looks at you, and then she looks down at the crib, and she walks over, and she says, Hush, Strahd. You cannot deceive an old woman. You do not say such mean things. She hands you a drink. Smells like nettle tea. And she starts playing around with the crib. You start to hear like a baby cooing and stuff like that, and she's picking up like rattles, handing it back and forth. She seems to be interacting with the child that's in the crib.
Set the drink down on that table next to me. I'm not touching it. And I actually want to look at this baby.
This baby looks like you if you were a child. Widow's peak, everything. It's weird. You've never met Baba Lysaga before. You could only guess that this is probably a version of your father. And that becomes even more apparent when you look, and this isn't a normal child. This looks like a clockwork automaton or something like that. And it looks at you with an intelligence in its eyes, and it mouths the words, "Help me."
Excuse me, sorry.
You know this thing. This is Piddlewick the Second. This was one of your father's court jesters. This was one of his automatons that he made.
Yo, this is dark. Okay.
By the way, that's a D8 for the
Nice.
Bardic of Inspiration.
Nice. Good, because I might need that in a moment.
I was thinking about it. One of the things that I did say I would do is I would go in with him and I would be behind him.
You're gonna go in there?
I wasn't sure if that's
I thought you were
what-
going for the ravens.
Yeah, I would like to go save the birds if I can.
They are locked in a cage.
Well, I want to go pick that lock while it's being invisible.
Alright, go ahead and give me that thieves tools check. Let
Which
me know what you
is-
get.
A sleight of hand, correct?
It is a dexterity check, and then you add your proficiency bonus with thieves tools to it.
Because I do have it, but I just don't. It's
Yeah, if you
not
got
like-
proficiency with thieves tools, a lot of times it's the same thing as making a sleight of hand, which is
Give
why
me
a
a
lot of people just
proficiency
say,
roll.
give me a sleight of
So
hand.
it's +4 and then +3. That'd be +7 if it was just a wait.
Oh no, it doesn't roll them.
So
I was
if
just
I
checking
just
tool proficiency.
22.
You managed to get it
Sleight
open.
of hand.
It barely. It was a 20 to do it, but you're able to unlock it.
Okay. And was there multiple of them?
There's
You
two. There's two of them. You've got it open right now. We'll see that one right up there.
And I say, "Fly, my friends, fly, be free."
They fly, and Adrian, right behind you, a group of ravens are starting to try to enter in through. It looks like they are hell-bent on attacking Baba Lysaga. And she says, oh, she puts her hand up, and you see a wave of necrotic energy pass by, and all those birds shrivel into husk as they fall down and die. Pity.
I'm really thinking this is a bad idea, but is it possible to sort of jump in the way?
You want to jump in the way of...
This is such a bad idea, but these birds didn't deserve. Fuck them. Let them die.
They all fall down.
Get the other one.
It's like, I thought I locked that. Strahd, my dear, would you be so kind as to make sure that that other cage is secured?
It's a 25 to pick that next lock.
It's open.
And be free. Do
Is
not
it-
try to kill.
Is there
Do
a
not
door
try to kill
here?
her. Just leave. That's what I say to them.
Give me a persuasion check.
Could I be at advantage because they just saw that happen to there?
That might not matter to them.
These
Okay.
birds have been locked up and systematically
Yeah, that's a
slaughtered.
16,
in-
so probably not gonna. Not
It
gonna
is a
happen.
very hard sell as you open it up, and now we will move to initiative.
Oh no.
Because once is could be a mistake. More than that, there's probably something going on.
Well, she knows it's not you, Adrian, because you're in sight zone.
Yeah, I'm thinking about how to use this.
Alright, hold on, let me remove all the turns so that way there's not anything
And
crazy
if she
going on.
thinks you're Strahd, use that to your advantage.
Is there the gem here? She's
You do
unstable.
see-
That's only gonna last so long.
You do see underneath the crib that there's a faint green glowing, which would lead you to believe that it was there.
Okay.
So you can grab the baby and the gem. You're good to go, man.
You're the baby. It's in
I'm
the-
gonna try to deceive, shouting out quickly. There is. Unless you want me to wait for my turn, I can do that.
Hold on just a second. Alright, Adrian, what did you get for your initiative?
Probably something awesome.
Probably
29.
Jabber, what did you get?
Ew.
12.
29? Ew.
That's my max initiative.
Dan, what did you get? 24. And Kojin,
9.
respectable 9. A lot of respectable 9s.
I was just gonna say, I mean, I got a 9 as well.
Adrian,
so.
you get to go first.
I'm gonna try to deceive her. Just quickly secure the cages. I will grab the baby. Keep it secret, keep it safe. And this is, I'm gonna use my bardic inspiration.
Alright. Give me deception or persuasion, however. You're
Either
trying to
way,
make
it's a
this
nightmare
happen.
check for me. I'm gonna go with deception. It's 11. Hold on, I got a whole D8 to add to that
Come on, 8.
with a 5, so 16 total.
Respectable 16.
With a respectable 16? Yes. I fear those keepers of the feather are still around. Killed 2 of them this morning. Come, let us have some fun. Let's see how your magics come along. Are you going to be doing anything else?
Oh boy, my magic. I just need to double check a quick feature right now. Do I do this now? Just to sell this? The curses. I'm looking for my. It should be towards the bottom, so it's not though. Aether walk. There we go. As long as you can move through creatures in difficult terrains, you can see and affect creatures and objects on the ethereal plane. Okay, but I don't know if that means I can't affect her once I do it. I guess that's the question. If I missed out.
She's not on the ethereal plane yet.
Yeah. So I am going to step out to the side, and I'm gonna hold my action for when she steps out, and then it's fucking. We're gonna beat this bitch down. I'm gonna hit her with my whip.
Let's see, who's next? Roll me a 1d4 for me, will you? There, Adrian.
I'm waiting.
Dan Jackules, it is your go.
If
I just saw a token pop up. Was that a mistake?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Okay.
With the
Okay, so she is still in the house, correct? So I don't see her. I don't have line of sight.
Yeah, she's still in the house. The last thing you did is you saw her move to the other side.
Yeah, I can't do anything. I have no line of sight. I guess, can I hold a bonus action?
Sure.
Because I'd like to, as soon as I see her, I want to use Hunter's Mark on her.
Alright,
Okay.
so you're holding a bonus action to do Hunter's Mark as soon as you see her.
Yes.
Alright. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Alright. She reaches into a cupboard, pulls out some stuff, speaks an incantation, and then wipes the fatty residue over her eyes, which have this gossamer sheen. That's the last of
Now
her.
she can see me.
That's the last of her 6th level spells. As she walks out, and that would trigger Dan's mark
and my attack.
and your
And
attack.
Adrian's attack.
So we'll do Dan marked her, and then Adrian, your go on your attack.
Okay, cool.
Anything above a 15 is gonna hit.
So take a quick look at my curses here. They all take no action, so even with not doing it on my turn, I can still do them if I like do things, you know. That's what I'm looking for.
Mark this Baba Lysaga while we're at it. Bam.
That's a bonus. Okay, cool. All right, got it. So I'm gonna go ahead and whip attack,
Gotcha.
as you do. Quick question: undead?
No, not undead.
All right, cool.
23 is definitely a hit.
Fantastic. For 12 damage. 2 of that being radiant.
Your whip strikes through, gashes her across the face as the cold realization comes to her that this is not the encounter that she was expecting.
I told you it's Adrain.
It's dead.
And I'm going to add a brand of castigation on top of that attack. So, active effects, pretty simple. I know which way. As long as I'm on the same plane, I know exactly where she is.
Gotcha.
And each time they deal damage to another creature that I can see within 5 feet of me, takes 2 psychic damage.
Gotcha. Is that your turn?
That's it.
All
Well,
right.
I mean, that was my action.
Jabber, it is your go.
I'm going to cast Manifest Echo.
All right.
I'm going to place the echo on the inside of the building. So it'll be the middle square in, on the same side I am.
All right.
And I'm just going to stand there. And that's my turn.
Gotcha. Next up is Kojin.
Alright. I've never really cast the spell before. On the create bonfire, it ignites flammable. So it says that aren't being worn or carried. Does the inside of her hut count as worn or carried?
It does not. You could totally start lighting stuff on fire.
I see her bed. I'd like to start there.
Those are brand new silk sheets.
Oh, shit.
What the hell? They're like 1,500 count. Like, come on.
All right. So hold on just a second. Let me get some. fire effects.
Do the crib. That way it's easier to get the gem.
Oh, well.
No, I'm just kidding.
Is the thing still in the crib, or did it go with?
It's
It thinks still in the crib.
Ooh, that's a good distraction though if you attack the automaton.
Please don't.
Why? It wants your help.
Alright, so you've started her bed on fire.
Yep. And then bonus action, I'm going to cast Flame Blade, and that will be my turn.
Alright, next up is the ravens, who are going to make their way in to start messing with Baba Lysaga. Get rid
Nice.
of these. I'll put them right there. And they are basically going to be using the help action. So the next person who acts is going to be able to get advantage on their next attack. And next up is Missure Spifi.
Is there a window? Or is there another way into this building?
It is just the doorway in front of the hut.
I would like to use the disengage action. Wait, can I go through? Because no, I can't go through there, can I?
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to get on the inside to get where that baby automaton thing is.
Yeah, as long as you don't end your turn, and then we're counting Baba Lysaga as difficult terrain, so it'd take you 10 feet of movement instead of 5.
So about right there.
Yep,
That'd be 25 feet.
that works.
And as a bonus action, I'd like to give myself Bardic of Inspiration.
Gotcha.
Because pretty sure she can fucking see me.
Probably.
And I also have my sword out. My rapier.
Gotcha.
And shield. Well, my shield's been in.
Yeah, so you've seen other people do this before. She casts True Sight on herself.
What is she? Is she like a warlock?
I don't know, you guys never sat down to tea to ask questions. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's it.
Alright, Adrian, it is your... We're back up to the top of the round. Adrian, it's your go, then Dan Jackils, and then this fucking hut.
First, I'm going to go ahead and attack, as you do. Just looking for my mark. I just looked at it. Look at my cursors. There they are. That's what I'm looking for. Thank you. Sure that you can see.
Wait.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and use my bonus action real quick to mark the to mark her. You can see
Gotcha.
her. She's within 30 feet. Or additional when determining extra damage from the right. So I roll an additional die against her effectively. And that's going to be till the end of the turn. The next attack roll I make, I'm going to go ahead and amplify it. Amplifying it is... No, I'm not going to amplify it. I don't need to make this at advantage. I'm just going to roll a whip.
Well, you already have an advantage because the birds are helping.
True. So that wouldn't even have been helpful. Good call.
Yeah, good catch.
Hey, Doc.
Yep.
I just realized I cast 2 spells in that last turn, which I do. Well, I don't know if I can, but
Produce
either way, they're both
flames, or
concentration.
Conjure Bonfire is the cantrip, right?
It is, but they're both concentration spells, so I haven't used the Flame Blade or anything yet, so can I just go ahead and drop the Flame Blade?
So here's the way that I look at it. I look at you started the bonfire, and then whatever caught on fire is caught on fire, and then you moved to the blade.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Cool. 21 and a 17.
Both hits.
Alright, first one, I'm going to roll an additional d6, so that's 19 damage.
Ooh.
Let's go.
Yeah, I hurt.
With a fucking whip!
Right? I took a d4 weapon and did
Whip.
this. Pay attention.
Oh, it's pretty good.
I'm getting that fucking good
You got that fucking
damage.
You got that Indiana Jones whip going on.
I keep getting max damage on the basic whip.
That's good stuff.
What is a d4? That's common.
Is that all the damage, or you got more?
So the first one was 19, the second one's 20.
She's definitely not happy about that.
And that's all I
So-
got because I did the bonus action to do the Curse of the Marked.
All right. Next up is Dan.
Okay, this turn's gonna be a little messy, so bear with me. I'm gonna invoke Dread Ambusher, and then I'm going to throw my boomerang at her and shoot her with a crossbow bolt at the same time.
All right.
Um,
She's going to have a little bit added to her AC
Oh.
because of the swarm of ravens in front of you, so it should be anything above a 17.
right, I was gonna add, the ravens don't invoke advantage, right? Or did I hear that?
It was just for Adrian.
Gotcha. Okay, no problem.
It's just for the first person that attacks.
Yeah.
So,
Alright, so that one's a fail. That was the crossbow boomerang. That one's a hit. 27. So for this one, since she's got Hunter's Mark, any hit, I do an extra 1d6 on her.
all right.
27, and here comes the 1d6 for an additional 4, so that's 31. Oh wait, that's to hit. Duh. Let me roll damage for. Like I said, bear with me.
That's all
So,
good.
There, 11 on that one.
All right.
And then I'm going to take my extra attack for the Dread Ambusher, another crossbow, and no, that's 13, that's a miss. Okay, yippee skeepy. And then bonus action, another crossbow. Golly. Sad rolls, that would have been a doozy, but it's all good. Alright, and then she's still got Hunter's Mark on her, so that's it. That's all I got.
All right. She is down
Before
at the
you
bloody
continue,
level.
I'm a little bit sorry here, but if she doesn't have blood, my curse didn't work.
She has blood.
Okay, cool.
Oh, good to know.
All right. Dan, is that your turn?
Yes.
All right. The hut starts to shift and move as it becomes mobile and picks itself up. And 3 of the legs start to make attacks. So it's just going to be Jabber, the birds, and then Adrian. So first root attack to Jabber for a total of 38 bludgeoning damage as the root comes out and hits you. Then the ravens get hit, and then Adrian, that is a natural 1, so you manage to run up and flip out of the way.
Yeah. Also, since I'm within 5 feet of this creature, pretty much, right? This thing.
The tree?
Yeah, the tree. It attacked Jabber. I'm going to spend my maneuver die
Okay.
from that feat. I'm going to use Sentinel attack, and I'm going to attack the tree.
Gotcha. Anything above a 16 is going to hit it.
Fantastic. Fuck around, find out. That's definitely going to hit. Oh, but wait. There's more. Because I'm using this maneuver, my maneuver die adds into the attack damage.
Ah.
Eat it.
How much?
And that's going to be 10 total.
10 total?
Yeah.
Alright. Healthy little chunk gets taken out. Speaking of taken out, bye-bye wereravens. Alright. Next up is Baba Lysaga, who starts weaving her hands together with arcane energy and points to a place that's in between everybody and unleashes a huge fireball.
Actually, I would like to silvery barbs that.
So she did not succeed on an attack roll or a skill check. Everybody has to make dexterity saving throws.
How far does that fireball reach out?
It's gonna hit Adrian, Jabber, you, Kojin, and the skull.
So, okay, because I'm still 120 feet out.
Oh, you're still 120 feet out?
Yeah, I'm making sharpshooter shots.
Okay, so then it is just Kojin, Jabber, Adrian, and the skull.
22 on check.
Still haven't had the chance in my game, so you're like, fuck it, I'm going to use it here.
Big ass fireball.
Yeah, fortunately, this is a good save for me. Not today, it is.
You already used your bardic, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I got a 1.
All
a
right.
natural 1.
So, who got above a 17? All right. So you take 12. Yeah, 12 points of fire damage. Anybody who did not succeed takes 26 fire damage.
I'm resistant to fire damage, so that's halved, right?
That is halved. Correct.
You said 27?
26 fire damage.
Oh, 26? Best I can do for you.
The best I can do for you is half damage on resistance.
Yeah. The best I can do for you is 20, dog. I'm sorry.
All right.
I don't even want to press this button.
And then she moves down. Since the hut, there's a difference in the height. Adrian's already used his reaction. All right. Missure Spifi, she looks at you. She goes, "Feathered one, you brought them here." And it's Jabber's turn.
I'm going to trade place with my Echo.
All right.
Baba Lysaga is that here? Right here?
Right down. Seems that she did not like getting hit, so she ducked out of the way.
And your bed's on fire.
It is.
And I'm right next to the bed, too.
You know that if you stay there, it's probably going to start hurting.
So, I'm going to need to attack and move. So, I'm going to melee. I forgot to move. I'm going to move right here. Silver tip. 18.
That's a hit.
5 damage. It's silvered.
All right.
And then... Woo! 26. That 20.
Nice.
13.
definitely looks like she's seen better days.
Hmm.
That could have been hundreds of years ago by her count.
Yeah.
Is that your turn?
I'm thinking. I'm over here master debating whether I want to take my action search or not.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, she just dropped a level 7 fireball for funsies.
Action search it is. I'll take another 2 stabs at her.
Alright.
I'm 22.
Alright. That's a hit.
7.
For 7 damage.
Mm-hmm. And another 18.
That's a hit.
For another 9 damage. I still have movement. I'm gonna move my little pasty ass right here in the corner.
Alright. And as you move, she uses her reaction to strike at you with a staff that she has. 18 hits for 6 bludgeoning damage.
Ooh, that tickles.
Alrighty.
That's your turn, I take it?
That is my turn. I have exhausted myself.
Alright. Kojin, it is your go.
Here we go.
Alright. On this map, the squares are like the normal 5 feet.
They are 5 feet, yes.
Alright. I'm gonna ask Adrian if he got did he find the gem as I'm gonna start moving up towards the.
So, the hut's up, and it's also moving around. So if you're going to go up there, I'm going to need an athletics check to be able to climb up there in one turn. If not, it's going to probably take you your action as
Is it
well.
possible for me to quickly point and say, "Da under the under the crib"?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Alright, athletic. And there. So it'll take my action, you said?
So it'll be a DC 15 on an athletics check. If you make the DC 15, you make it up with your movement from being able to do this, unless you have like a climb speed or something like that.
Oh, no climb speed. And yeah, it was a 10.
All right, so
On the
with your movement and then using your action to dash, you can make it all the way up onto it.
Alright, and I will get up in there. I'm gonna be right by the crib, I think.
Yeah,
The crib
so you
there in the
need it
center?
right there. See Baba
Oh, shit.
Lysaga from around the door jam.
Oh, yep, there she is. Yeah, that'll be my turn.
Gotcha. All right, next up is Missure Spifi.
I will grab the gem.
All right, so the gem is down in the floorboards. You're gonna have to try to get to it. It looks like the floorboards are rotten enough that you can try to pull them up, or you could try to do some damage to break them apart.
Oh, can we share the same square? Jabber and me, because we're both small.
So technically, you both occupy a 5 foot by 5 foot space. Okay. It's the effective area that you need in order to be combat efficient.
All right, I will. I guess I'll just try to pry it up, then.
All right, so go ahead and give me a strength check. DC 14.
Come on. Hey, on nuts, baby.
Nice. Give me a dexterity saving throw, DC 20.
Hey, Doc, is he within 10 feet of...
He is.
That he gets to add 4 to his roll then.
All right. Good to
and
know.
I'm gonna... Okay, so I'm also going to roll my Bardic of Inspiration,
Gotcha.
a D8. Come on, 4. And I need a 4. That's not what I needed.
Missure Spifi, you pry up the boards, and as you're reaching in, the floorboards that you pulled up become a cavernous mouth as splinters and what passes for teeth bury into your forearms. You can feel the thing through your hands, but you took 15 points of piercing damage as this thing is gnawing on your hands.
That's a scene from John Carpenter's The Thing.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what happened. You're able to pull your hands free. You weren't able to get it with this attempt. Alright, that means that next up... Oh, I'm sorry. Missure Spifi, was there anything else that you were going to do on your turn?
Give Kojin a Bardic of Inspiration as a bonus action.
Gotcha. Alright, next up is Adrian.
Well, I do have a fucking climb speed. I'm gonna run up there, and I know she don't like getting hit, but I ain't done whipping this bitch. This is so satisfying. I'm just gonna keep fucking cracking at her.
Alright, anything above a 15. Oh, wait. Fire round.
Yes.
Fire's starting to go out of control.
Well, that's a miss,
One of the few times.
and that's a hit,
Alright.
and that's 11 damage. One of that being radiant,
Alright.
and just double checking. A quick curse here, as you do. Likes to curse. I'm good. That's what I got.
Alright. Dan Jackules, it is your go. So,
I'm just gonna,
I know that you have sharpshooter, and you're 120 feet away. Angles and everything like that, I'm trying to figure out a way that you'd be
Yeah.
able to get a shot, especially with
Well, that-
everybody in there.
Well, that was my question. Being that they're up now that everybody's in there, is she taller than everyone else, or
She is not taller than
Okay.
everybody else.
who's blocking my shot now, basically? Yeah, that was kind of my question because I really don't have a shot. Then, could I get creative and try and bounce shots off something?
I would let you take the attacks at disadvantage for that.
Might as well try. It's better than nothing.
Yeah.
Let me get a little closer because I'm assuming the distance. She's 10 feet high, so I need to account for that distance. So, and plus, I needed a better angle. She's down here somewhere, right?
Yeah. You would know that she would be just south of Kojin.
Yeah, she went south. So I need to move up just to here. So there. Is this her right here?
Yes.
All right. So I see just enough of her. I don't know. Is she? Is it possible? I guess you tell me. I'm thinking in my mind. I'm gonna try and angle a shot to see if I can hit the door frame or whatever's there to see if I can ricochet it at her.
I was thinking if you hit it, like you bounced it off a Kojin shield, like something,
Yeah.
something happens.
Something. All right. I'll try it at disadvantage. See what happens.
All right.
Why not? Ooh, what was it? 18?
It is a 15 is what you needed to roll above.
Oh, okay. So I got 17.
All right.
All right. So let me roll Dommage. And then I get to add to a 1d6 to that 4. So that's 9 damage on that. And it worked once. I'm going to try it again.
All right.
Can't get lucky twice. Nope, not on that shot. Hopefully it doesn't hit anybody else or just stick into the wall.
What did you roll?
A 10.
A 10? Yeah, it just sticks into the wall.
Okay. And then for bonus action, I will try it one more time.
All right.
At disadvantage. Oh, 21. That hits.
And there you go.
Alright, so it's 7 plus 6, so 13.
How do you want to do this?
Oh, really? Oh. You know what? I'm going to let Adrian call that how it happens.
Oh, you go ahead and call how it happens, because I'm adding insult to injury after this.
Alright, so that last lucky shot, I just kind of twisted it so it would just ricochet down. And as it ricochets down, it kind of goes from the top angle of the head and out the jaw and just sticks out. It doesn't go all the way through. And then her jaw just kind of hangs there.
Gotcha. Good times.
I consider for a moment, Adrian does, using the blood curse of the fallen puppet to make her stand up so she can slit her throat again. Then I kind of push that thought down as, I don't know, before that would delight me, but now it kind of scares me.
All right. Dan, is that your turn?
Is the tree still an enemy threat?
It is still alive and
Oh, fuck that. She's up then. She's up.
All right.
Fuck that shit. Like, I am absolutely doing the curse of the fallen puppet.
Well,
And
you
I'm
do
gonna-
that now and then I'll finish my turn.
It's a reaction triggered by when they drop to 0 HP. Which, by the way, it says drop to 0 HP, not dead. So don't fucking fall in front of me, because I might use you. Use my reaction, I'm going to amplify it. Which
All
means
right.
that I actually do damage to myself. So I'm going to do my quick damage to myself to amplify it. It's the same as like a Crimson Right. I'm going to do 3 damage. And I'll explain that amplification in a second. Real quick, the Curse of the Fallen Puppet, as you remember, I make him raise up to attack something else. I also allow it to move half its speed, which I'm not really looking for here. That's not why I enhanced it. But it does get a +2 bonus to its attack roll, and I want it to attack this thing.
Okay. She starts hitting it with her quarterstaff.
And it's just a single attack, and she drops dead again, much to my pleasure. So that's
That
a
she does.
+2 to the attack on the bonus roll, which I'm sure it's not hard to hit this thing anyway. But my amplification involves me biting my tongue, licking my hand, and then sort of slapping her with the blood.
All right. She drove the quarterstaff that she had through the floorboards, the rotten floorboards, and hit the tree through that.
All right.
And Dan, that was your turn?
Yeah, so I guess question. I used my bonus action to make the kill shot. With Hunter's Mark on a bonus action, I can if she's at 0 hit points, then I can present it to a new creature. Can I do that on my next turn, or is that null and void?
Yeah, you could do it on if you wanted to tag the tree as your hunter's mark. You could do that.
Okay, I'll do that next turn then.
All right.
What about this turn? You haven't used a bonus action?
Well, I used my bonus action for the last shot.
Oh, kick ass.
He did. He like bounced it off a Kojin's shield. It was pretty impressive.
That's fucking awesome.
All right, the hut is going to. It's gonna throw a rocket Dan.
Oh shit.
That's a 27 for 22 bludgeoning, and then it's gonna attack with a root at Adrian. That is a natural 1, which misses, which means that it will not get its other attack. There's something about this world, Adrian, that wants to see you still alive and well.
It's, hey, you know, it knows who I am.
Yep.
It's
All
future
right.
ruler.
Jabber, it is your turn. This whole place is starting to catch on fire. It's spread around to those 4 corners. You see the baby, which is now pretty much just a mechanical small person, jump out of the crib, and it is starting to run out of here. You can get an
I
attack
put
of
my arms
opportunity
open
if you want.
so it can jump into it.
Well, is she dead?
She is dead.
Manifest. I'm gonna teleport with my echo.
All right.
But
That's all I gotta do.
Dang it! And we needed to attack this floor right here.
So, I have a question.
Oh shit! Sorry, the old lady had messaged me.
Well, was that a reaction or a bonus action? Because it was a
That's
bonus
a
action.
bonus
Oh, it's your
action.
turn. Never mind.
It's my turn. Can I redo that?
Yeah.
My bad. I was paying attention to the message that I was receiving from my lady. Instead of that, yeah, that's right. Sorry. I'm going to attack the floor before I manifest, before I teleport. How about a 23?
23 hits.
With a stab to the floor. How about some 7 damage?
You splinter a little bit more room. It might be a
How-
little bit easier to grab.
I mean, I'm a little itty bitty guy, so would my hand fit down in there?
You can always try.
Do it.
It's going to be
You know what?
DC 18 dexterity save.
Nah, I'm gonna break it some more.
You have more than one attack, don't you?
Yep. There's a 24.
All right. That's a hit.
And another 7 damage.
All right.
Am I able to yell something to the group when it's not my turn?
Yeah, of course.
I have an idea.
I want to say, I've seen some crazy shit. Make sure she's dead. You know what I mean? Because we don't know what type of creature she is what I'm saying.
Well, due to the fact the fire is spreading and I don't have fire resistance. I'm starting to cook in my leather, so I'm gonna trade places with my echo
All right.
at this point, and that will be my turn.
And due to the proximity of the fire, at the end of your turn, your echo takes damage and bamps out of existence. All right. Next up is Kojin.
All right. Kojin is going to the next to Mississippi. Can I get down in there and attack it with my flame blade, kind of like a lightsaber, try to get the gem out? Like,
Yeah,
see,
absolutely.
I don't know
You
if
can
I'm
try to
gonna see
make
this.
you can try to make the hole a lot wider.
Cool. That would just be an attack.
Yeah, just an attack and then damage.
Hold on, I have immunity. The echo has immunity to all conditions.
Being set on fire is not a condition.
Oh, fine.
It's
Yeah, that's just
fire damage.
Conditions or stuff like I'm prone, paralyzed, grappled.
Incapacitated,
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
charmed.
You can actually
16
type in
hit?
conditions to D&D Beyond. It gives you a nice list.
Sorry.
That's all good. It's a good thing to check.
Does 16 hit?
16 does hit.
But the first attack, that's going to be 15 fire damage.
Oh, nice.
Fucking sweet, dude.
And then I'm going to attack it again. Second attack, 17.
That's a hit.
And that one will be 9 more fire damage. And actually, I'm going to do something that I keep forgetting I can do. I'm going to burn one of my first level spell slots and add this smite.
Yes.
So that would be oh, that's weak. But anyway, I did additional 3 damage.
All right. Is there anything else that you'd like to do on your turn?
That was my attack. I think I can do. Okay. Yeah. No, that'll be it.
All right. And then proximity to the fire, you take 4 points of fire damage, but that's reduced to half, so you only take 2.
All right. Got that. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Spiffy, it is your go.
All right, I will. Everybody's attacked it a lot more. Is there actually like an opening now?
It is. Instead of being a DC 20, it is going to be a DC 14.
Okay. Shit. If I attack it, yeah. Actually, you know what? All right, I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna reach for it, grab
So,
it.
Mr. Spiffy, You also get to add 4 to any of your if you have to make any saves.
Which is it is a
Awesome.
save. It's a dexterity save. So you're looking at anything above a 10 on the die minus. You got it.
Oh,
Pull the
let's
gem
go.
free, and you feel the tree start to settle. Its movement becomes less erratic as now it's just held. But you're in a room that's on fire.
And now I don't want to be a cooked bird. That's my action? Is that my action or is that my?
That's your
Okay.
action.
Can I check her body
Sure.
or no? Just yeah, I want to check her body.
All right. Give me a perception check.
It's 14.
All right. On her, she looks like she's got a key and a quarterstaff, and she is in robes that are starting to catch on fire at the fringes.
Well, thanks for that key, and I'm gone.
All right.
It's getting a little hot in there, boys.
How big is the skull? Have we gotten a skull yet?
The skull is on the ground. You would guess that it would probably be anywhere between 250 to 500 pounds. If that's your turn, next up is Adrian. As a matter of fact, we're out of combat, so like the hut's on fire.
Do we still have Clockwork Man with us?
Yeah,
He
he
ran.
actually ran and then jumped, and you said that you caught him.
Yeah.
He's like, "Hey, Adrian, I haven't seen you in a while. How you been?"
Let's get away from the fire first.
Good idea.
As Kojin leaves, can he cast the spell
Grab a
that
chest if it's there. Chest.
control flames, and I'm just gonna like spread it more around that hut as I leave.
Yeah, you
Wait,
can keep
is
it
there anything
spread.
in there?
I don't know. I just like to watch things burn. I'm sorry.
Is there a chest in there? Can I see a chest in there by chance?
Yeah, and probably would have opened with the key that you had.
Grab the chest when you come out.
I
Can you-
don't think that's what we're doing.
I'm asking him to do that, like legitimately, while he's like doing all that.
Well, what
Let
would
me
you like
run
to
back
do
in
with
and
your
get it.
action, Kojin?
You know what? Can I run back in and get it? I know I'll take some fire damage, but I'm okay. Where
Give me
was
a
the chest?
little bit more. So the chest is bolted to the ground because the
Oh.
thing moves.
Just wait for the fire to go out. The stuff inside.
I
will
was
be-
gonna say I can put the fire out actually. I wanted to.
So here's the crazy thing about fire. It's doubling itself every single minute in the free burning stage. You're able to like control flames to extinguish a 5-foot cone, but then like it expands at 5
Or
feet
the
in all
flames.
directions.
Never mind. I
So
can't
this
do it.
thing is
Yeah,
fastly becoming a towering inferno.
It's out of control.
You only take 13 fire damage from your like rush to go back in, and then you're like, "Oh crap! It's with everything else is nailed to the ground."
All right, yeah. No, I couldn't
Sometimes
get it.
decisions have consequences.
I shouldn't have run back in after that.
It's always good to check.
Sorry.
It was a nice try.
Yeah, taking care of Baba Lysaga. She
Yes,
is
and-
her remains are being burnt to a crisp.
I'll give you 18 points back. How about that?
Oh, that's cool. Thanks, man. I've got lay on hands. I can heal myself almost back.
I understand, but you know you went
But
back
you
in
can
for
always
me.
touch
I
me
appreciate you.
because I got hurt, and I know the jackals got pretty hurt too.
So did I.
So did Jab. We got pretty hurt this time around.
Yeah, I actually got hit this time. Yeah.
But I'm going to
That's true.
tell our clockwork friend, it warms my heart to see you again.
Adrian,
I have so few good memories at the castle.
19.
Well, that's nice. Remember that time we stabbed that guy in the neck?
It's not, maybe not less reminiscent.
Okay, I got it. Don't
Jabber.
talk about the killing.
How much weight can your little friend up?
Do you think
Adrian,
you
you
can
got
pick
19
that skull
back.
up?
I have an idea about that. Real quick, real fast. Could you guys? I'm healing everybody. Adrian, you got 19. Did you say
Nice.
Jabber needed healing as well?
Nice. Thank you.
You're welcome. Who else got hit?
Jabber.
Jabber. All right. Here you go.
I'll heal Dan Jackals. I've got like 35 points.
17. Gave you 17, Jabber.
Ooh,
And
thank you.
then I need 15, but I was just healing everybody else.
Oh, well, I'll give you 15.
Thank you.
Excuse me, sorry.
Is everybody at full?
Negative, Ghost
As
Rider.
long as you're passing some HP around, I'll take a few.
Okay, that's what I was asking. That's what I was trying to figure out.
I'm not, but I wouldn't burn any on me at this point.
Okay. All right. For Dan Jack, there's 8. Let's go. 11. And so 16.
Cool beans.
Although,
Where does that leave you?
I'm good. I'm
Alright.
down 5. That's nothing.
I have only a little bit, and if you want, I can show you. I have a version of lay on hands. I can only heal myself with it, but in private, I'll show you how I can do it.
Nah, we're good, bro. We're good. I get that.
Can your automaton friend there lift that big skull?
Oh. The thing. Can I use the thing to make it fly? Like the tree was alive?
Oh, put the gem in it. Good
Put the
call.
gem in it while I'm standing in it. Is
No!
that how she used?
I agree with Adrian. I think that's a bad idea.
So you do know that, like, the gem doesn't just automatically cause stuff to happen. Like, the druids at Yesterhill were, like, performing a ritual. Baba Lysaga is, for all intents and purposes, or was, a 16th level spellcaster. Like, there's
that's awesome.
secrets and, like, things that make these things happen. I don't think you are privy to them quite yet.
16th
I was
level
just trying.
spellcaster sounds pretty close to our what we should be able to take on. It's definitely a little bit higher. Like, that's boss status.
Yeah, we just took on a boss.
And someone set her bed on fire. What a dick.
Was she actually? Is she actually dead, or is she just somewhere else?
She's a
Like,
crisp.
No, she's dead. You guys killed her and then she burnt up. She's dead.
okay, just want to make
Well-
sure.
The reason I yelled that, remember that, some people can come back to life.
Well, no, it's a good call to double check. I think so far we have learned in this module, like, rule
Yeah.
number 2, double tap.
So-
Hey, can we stay
here's-
here until the thing is burnt down completely?
Here's what it looks like, the thing that jumped into your hands, only it's dressed up to look like a mini version of you. It's got the little widow's peak and everything. It's like basically your mini-me.
I'm going to pretend this is me and not him. Now, can you lift it, Pidwick?
Yeah, hold on. And he puts his hands underneath of it and he's like, yeah, it's not even budging. He's like, am I pushing it?
No.
Am I pushing it? Is it
I-
going
I-
down the stairs? Ha ha, you remember?
No! I immediately regret asking, and I apologize to everybody present, except for you, Pidwick. Never stop being you.
You got it.
Well, I mean, if she was flying this thing around, is there a way to fly it out of here?
This-
Well, you do see some runes etched into it at the base of the skull.
Anybody know what those
I can
markings are?
try to study them.
Does anybody have like detect magic,
That's a good
I think I
question.
have that.
identify?
I
So I
don't.
assume,
I do have detection.
I can do identify as a ritual.
All right. So if you want to take the 10 minutes to start doing the ritual by firelight, yes,
Yeah.
this thing is enchanted. It's got various things. It requires keywords and phrases in order to operate.
Jump on it, be like, giddy up.
Does nothing.
I guess with identify, I would know what they are. I would know how to apply that.
I have to check that really quick.
You choose one object that you can touch throughout the casting of the spell. If it is a magic item or some other magic imbued object, you learn its properties and how to use them, whether it requires attunement to use, and how many charges it has, if any. You learn whether any spells are affecting the item and what they are. If the item was created by a spell, you can learn which spell created it. If you instead touch it, yeah, never mind. But yeah, that
I was gonna say that's pretty powerful for a first level spell.
Oh, I have often said identify is the most powerful first level spell.
Yes.
pretty fucking baller.
It's got some instructions that are necessary in order to operate it. Baba Lysaga is very, very intelligent. Or, I'm sorry, I should probably talk about her in the past tense. She was very intelligent and would have kept those things secreted. But the thing itself weighs about 250 pounds. So any medium-sized creature could possibly hold it in their hands and then walk at like half pace, or two could walk with it. But I figure we'll get to that the next session to figure out how you guys are going to do this. So I figure that's good for now. You guys are going to be 9
Okay.
o'clock on day 8, and then
If
trying to
it-
figure
if
out
it-
how.
If it helps, the scarecrows, I'm assuming, are dead. They died when Baba Lysaga died. So where's the chickadee chick? If she's gonna want her gem, she can help us move the skull.
She said that she was going to meet you guys at the Wizards of Wine's winery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I also am not assuming they're dead.
They are
I'm not assuming
definitely
they're
not
dead
dead.
either.
As a matter of fact, if you decide to rest in this area, you can almost be assured that it's going to be an encounter with scarecrows.
Alright.
But that's for next session.